What's up, everyone? Here to do Hunter x Hunter 114, and this week's episode was pretty good, but it was a little slow. Some scenes were reused, and that was probably the only thing I had a problem with. Some of the dialogue was stretched out a bit, but it still wasn't a bad episode. I enjoyed it, especially what was going on with Knuckle, just like his mindset and what was going through his head, and also Sheepoof just realizing that he is not phased at all. That was pretty interesting to me also. But anyways, I'll get into the review. So the beginning of the episode is Gon and Killua meeting up, and Killua sees his grandpa, and the king also reveals to them that he knows their plan, or he has an idea of what they were trying to do. They want to separate him, and he just says proceed. Like, it seemed like he meant attack, but maybe he knew that they were gonna like fly him somewhere else, but because they said he did know once he did activate his ability. But they go somewhere else, and Gon tells Killua right after that Neferpitou is in there. Let's go. And one thing I have to ask for manga readers and people with a little more clarification on what's going on. I was kind of confused about what like Killua and Gon meant like during that, because it says that like Killua was like, "What do you mean by let's go?" And he says that if he would have asked that, he couldn't hold back and he couldn't take a step. And they said it was because he cared, but yeah, I was a little confused on what was going on with that. What I got out of it is that Killua couldn't say it because he didn't want to get attached, maybe because he is supposed to leave after this Gon. But yeah, I'm just curious about that. So if you know, definitely please clarify that for me. But after that, Ikago is in Flutter's body, as we know, and he kind of messes up when he encounters Cheetu and that other Chimera Ant, when he says Hyuga instead of Leo, because we know he doesn't like to be called that. But Ikago ends up getting away though, and Cheetu says something interesting. He says he's gonna follow the king and like Zeno and Netero, so I just wonder why he's doing that. But right after that, we go over to Sheepoof and Morale, and he's like talking a lot. Sheepoof is, and he's like, "Oh, you don't want to speak anymore?" But he's using spiritual message, so it doesn't matter because he knows his mind state. And I just think that's a really cool ability, like how he can tell by with like vivid colors of what's going on, and like he notices that he has like resolve, he's confident, and he's cautious, which I just thought it was really cool how his power is displayed to him. But he decides to go through something. He said we'll see what happens after a rebirth or something like that, and Morale has no problem with it because I guess he wants to save some time also. But right after that, we go over to Youpi and Shoot, and I have to say I really like the part with Shoot. Some animation was reused, but I really don't care. It was just the message that it was presenting. Like, Shoot is like he's a completely different person. Like, it's so weird. Like, they say he has no regard for his life and he's fighting recklessly, but that's what's keeping him alive also. But after all this fighting, he only gets to touch Youpi one time and use Hotel Rufista or something like that. I'm pretty sure something similar to that. But he only gets one eye, and Youpi didn't understand why Shoot was still trying after he got hit all these times, because he's not very battle experienced, and he's just kind of confused, so he's backing up. But Shoot really doesn't care. He just is thinking about every second counts, and they realize they have the same goal, which is to keep each other away pretty much. And Knuckle, man, I have to say, he's so emotional, but he's just trying to hold it in the whole time to not fight because he doesn't want to give up his position, and he starts crying. And when he finally calms down a little bit, I thought that was really well done. He's just like, only 10 seconds have passed by. He's like, I can't hold it in. He's like, I can't do it. And he goes in, but Melaron ends up stopping him, and it was because he was already at his limit, and that much time hasn't even passed, not even close to 2 minutes. And Knuckle ends up getting hit, and oh my gosh, it takes off half the damage that he's already done. And it just goes to show, first of all, how his petty techniques like deal with people, or how much damage they're dealing. And after that, he realizes he's making dumb mistakes, and he has to go hide because Melaron needs to catch his breath. So right when Melaron and Knuckle deactivate their abilities, Melaron deactivates his ability, the bankruptcy pops up, and he's wondering what it is, and he's a little confused. But man, that's when Youpi just stops everything, and he's just like, I only need to get the source. And he attacks Shoot with like these needles that come out of his back, and Shoot ends up hitting himself to knock himself out the way. But from that reaction, Youpi just realizes then, like, wow, I can finish this fight whenever. And he's chasing after Shoot. And one thing that was really cool that I liked, that Shoot didn't care. He already knew this at the whole entire time. And as he's about to take Shoot out, well, I think he did hit him because they didn't really show it, but he was about to finish him off. Knuckle comes out of nowhere, and he calls Youpi out, and as they said, he gained his composure, and he's ready to fight now. But my whole thing is like, how is Knuckle gonna fight him? Like, you're clearly like not that strong. If you got hit that, like, with that little bit, and it took off half of the damage you've done. So yeah, I'm just really curious to see like how this is gonna turn out. Like, hopefully there's some sort of like cool strategy that he ends up coming with, because with pure like power, I can't see it. Like it's pretty obvious that they can't just take him up straight up. So I just wonder what tactic they're gonna use to take him out. But that was the episode. Like I said, it was a good episode, but it wasn't like anything special or crazy. I did enjoy the fights though. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. That's all I have, and thanks.